Gang, what's up with y'all, man? I want to go over some of the outfits that I've been wearing this month because it's been a very hectic month, but I want to also tell y'all about it and give y'all a little story times because it's been very, very intense, bro. And also, if y'all remember, like a while ago, I had printed these hats. Like I made a whole vlog about it. I ended up being able to run a pre-order on them. So if you watch that video, you guys watched me go to like lids and try to find blanks for these hats, and it was a very difficult process. But along the way, I ran into a homie that actually makes hats, and he was like, yo bro, if you ever gone to like Pitbull, they're the same people that make the YVL hats for Playboy Cardi. And I was like, nah bro, like I never went there. So they have a manufacturer out here, and I am able to get those hats in like a full size run. So all sizes will be available, and then they'll be for pre-order. So like, you know what I'm saying, I can kind of make a hat for anybody that wants one. So these are now out. You can go buy them on the website. But I got a rack right here, and let's go over some of the outfits that I wore this, well really it's like this month, I'm gonna say, because it's been crazy, bro. Now I want to start off with one that is kind of more at the beginning of the month. That was the worst throw ever, bro. Like, golly. But I want to take y'all to one of the fits that I wore earlier in the month, and it starts with this poison tee, but I'm gonna give a backstory. I'm gonna clip y'all down here on my pants. Hopefully you can still hear me. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But I basically had like a really crazy like beginning of the month. I had to pack a bunch of orders for the website. I had did the pre-order for my necklaces and like all the jewelry and stuff. I ended up having to pack those orders, so I was putting outfits together every day to pack orders. My bad, y'all. I forgot I had an undershirt for this, so I'm gonna change it to that real quick. So I had on this marine Sayer joint under that, so I'm trying to like replicate the fits. Now around this time, the weather was kind of like off and on, so it was like pretty hot, and then it'd go back down to like 70. But I ended up throwing these camo shorts right here from Project ISR, and I'm already wearing the socks I was wearing with it. And you'd be surprised, these socks actually made the outfit for me. I think it's that like reddish orange combo with the camo and the green. For some reason, these colors just feel so correct, bro. Now for the sneaks, we got these Timberland boots right here in the regular wheat colorway. Y'all gonna see the other colorways soon of the other Tims that I got, but I really like going to these, man. I didn't have these in my wardrobe for a very long time, and when I got them, I was like, why did I never have a pair of these? Like, it just didn't really make sense. But now y'all can kind of see how the shirt combo looks with the shorts, boots, and then doesn't this like red color go with like the whole thing so well, bro? Like, but I gotta add the finishing touches because I also wore a hat with this, so I gotta take my hair down. So I got this hat that's kind of like a skull cap. It's kind of like one of those football cap type of things, except for not really. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like tighter than a beanie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tighter than a beanie. It's not a knit. Y'all can see it, but yeah, I added that, and then a few more finishing touches. I got this Puma ASAP Rocky, well really it's called Puma Og, but you know what I'm saying, the Puma Og collab belt. So I'm kind of like sagging my pants so you can really see the belt, you feel me? Then I just added some accessories like my watch from GLD, and then my necklace right here, and I changed the earrings. I feel like when my like face is kind of covered up, a lot of times I want the accessories to speak for themselves, so the earrings kind of hang and give a little bit more drape. But I really love this outfit, bro. Like, this is one of my favorite outfits that I've styled as of recent, and I think it's cool. Now I'm not gonna lie, when I put this outfit on, I had to keep wearing this shirt because I was like, yo bro, that joint is way too hard for me to not wear multiple times. And I know a lot of people be on the internet and they be talking about, yo, I only wear this outfit one time. That's not me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of like Instagram pictures, bro, I be wearing the same outfits or same pieces of outfits often. Like, I don't care how much bread I get, bro. I'm not a one outfit and done type of person. Like, we gonna run it back a few times. So I ended up pairing this shirt with these pants right here. They're by Rick Owens, and they are the pentagram pants. They have like a pentagram in the crotch areas. Actually kind of far. Now, also around this time, I was still packing orders. I had to make multiple trips to the PO box just because it was so many orders, bro. And like, things were coming in not at the same time. Like, I think my heavy bat necklaces came in already, but my rosaries hasn't came in. Like, my spike bracelets hadn't came in yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just times where I had to pack orders in separate batches, so I had to make mad runs back and forth. But I also took out the undershirt because I didn't like it with this. But for the boots, we got the big Balenci joints right here. So we got the Venom boots that I have been spamming lately. And y'all know how excited I was to get these. So I have to get my money's worth because these were a $2,000 pair of boots, and yeah, they should be worn frequently. So I really like styling them with skinnier pants, and I feel like the fit of these are perfect. Now I also threw on a belt with these. Hold on. So I got both my roller belt from Stolen Arts, and I have this new item that I made, which is a wallet chain, and it's basically the same links as my rosary. So if you guys know about the rosary, you already know kind of sort of what this looks like. Now I did make the links a little bit bigger just because I felt like it would be able to be seen better from a distance, but added those, adding the belt right now. And the last two things I ended up adding was this necklace by a brand where I can't think of, it starts with a C. I'm blanking on the brand right now, but I'll put it up. But they made this very fire cross pendant right here, which I just think is so hard. It's stainless steel too. And then for the glasses, I ended up throwing on these shades right here, which are actually by me. Now they are pretty much like inspired by those big Rick Owens glasses. But honestly, I still really like them, but glasses are one of those things to where it's kind of hard to make a custom piece because you have to make a mold. And once you make the mold, first of all, the mold is like a band on its own. And then you have to buy like a super large quantity for it to be worth the manufacturer's time. So didn't end up producing these in full, but I got them, you know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. So this is the outfit that I ended up packing more orders in, and yeah, I really like this one as well, but let's move on. Now we are gonna move on into the next outfit, but this is around the time when my month starts to get a little juicier, bruh. Let me tell y'all. Now the outfit isn't the part that gets juicier, but this is a hard outfit. Now I ended up getting this Mason Margiela shirt that y'all see me pick up at Wasteland, and then I got this Tracy McGrady basketball jersey from basically like a seating that I went to. Now sometimes PR companies, they do seating for like festivals and stuff like that, so I went to one of those, ended up picking up a jersey. And by the way, if you don't know, Tracy McGrady is my favorite basketball player. Like that's my GOAT. Like y'all can have all the other players, bro, Tracy McGrady is my GOAT. But I'm gonna throw these on and I'm gonna tell y'all about what I got hit up to do. Now to make a long story less long, basically, if y'all know who Sir is, he's a music artist. He kind of does like R&B type vibe music, but he is performing his this is debut performance at the Hollywood Bowl, right? And they hit up Kaylee, who y'all haven't got introduced to the channel yet, but they hit her up to style him for that, right? And Kaylee was like, yo, this would be a perfect opportunity for us to style something together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, like I'm definitely with it, right? You know what I'm saying? We get paid, we get to style it, it'll be fire, right? So she's like, cool, boom. So it's actually in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like 2 weeks, I've gotten much worse notice. But if y'all know anything about styling, my bad, hold on, y'all are like glued to my hip right now. But if y'all know anything about styling, you know that there is a lot of preparation that goes into styling something like this, especially when it's this big of a scale, you know what I'm saying? So within 2 weeks, we basically have to hit up brands, right? So you got to do like a PR run to see who would be down to put clothes on this artist for this big performance, right? So we like, cool, we'll do all the PR, we'll figure out what brands fit his vibe and how we can kind of line him up for the hardest outfit for Hollywood Bowl, bro. Like that's crazy. But to complete the outfit, on the pants, we're gonna throw on these Rick Bowlins right here because they're just gonna look better, obviously. All right, pants are on and we're doing the same combination for the belt and wallet chain. But I gotta tell y'all the rest of this story, man. So basically, we're hitting all the PR and trying to plan out where we're gonna go, right? So we're like, cool, we're gonna hit a couple of the showrooms that will have access to some of the best clothes, and we'll also just kind of like do a light list of places we should go as far as shopping, whether it's malls, designer stores, whatever the case may be, right? Now, what's basically going to complete this outfit right here is the accessories that I got. So I ended up getting this red skull cap from Nike. Now, if y'all have seen people wear like this skull cap, fitted cap combo, Y'all know what I'm about to do right here. So I'm about to throw this cap on. I think ever since I've gotten locks, I've loved putting these caps on, bro. Like whenever my hair isn't like retwisted or something like that. And by the way, I'm looking at the mirror right here. But whenever my hair is not retwisted, bro, I feel like I can just throw one of these joints on and I look fire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I also have these glasses right here from James Oro, and they're kind of like a frameless glass, and I've been wearing them so much, bro. Like they just look so crispy, bro. Like this outfit is extremely hard. I think I had a watch on too. Yeah, I had my watch on and I had my favorite chain from GLD, and this is like one of them 2000s long, like real hip hop chains right here, bro. And I just think that it looks so fire. So I ended up, hold on, let me take y'all out before y'all get to clicking on my chain. But yeah, this is the fit, bro. Like really, I look like, I don't know, bro. I just look like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But a 2000s rapper, like back when they used to throw the jerseys on still. Like this joint is crazy, bro. But the rest of the week gets much more intense, and you're gonna see it in the outfit. So let me change into the next outfit and it'll make so much more sense. All right, now back to the stylist story, right? Now it's go time. We got our list together. We have all the PR and brands who are willing to send clothes for him to wear. We have all the spots we want to hit in the showrooms. So now we getting active. And around this time, I didn't want to think about wearing outfits. And usually when I don't want to think about outfits, I go straight to uniform looks. Now, I do uniform looks very well. And one of the places that we had to go for, I think it was like extra pieces because we also styled the dancers. And one of the places was LA Apparel. And this is my first time actually going to LA Apparel. They have a whole like warehouse downtown LA. And it's really fire. They have like all of their pieces all in one place. One of the things that I picked up was this t-shirt. Now, when it comes to me, I like to wear very nice t-shirts even when it's plain, because that's when you start to differentiate yourself from just the regular black tee to a really well fitted black tee. One of them was this joint right here. Now this is the 2017 t-shirt, and I got it in a size small. So I wanted it to fit like really snug. So I ended up going 2 sizes down. I don't think it's talked about enough how important sizing is, or trying things on before you buy them, because your correct size, quote unquote, isn't always necessarily the size that you should get, bro. So pay very close attention to the sizes that you're getting when it comes to certain things. Now I am gonna change these pants because I just recently got this pair of wax denim by RBD Studios, and they also make these in a couple of different colorways. They make them in a red, and then I also think that they made them in a blue, if I'm not mistaken. These are like a recent pickup. I dang near got these the same time as I got this black tee, so I was like, yo, we gotta pair them joints. Now with these, I did go my true size, and let me tell you, bro, y'all can see these fit phenomenally. Like they're almost like a flare cut. They're similar to like what the bowling jeans are, except for a lot less long. So these have a little bit of a tighter feel in them joints. But for the shoes, I haven't done this in a while, but I know a lot of people are really into the narrow shoes. So I have these Puma Monstros right here, and these are the ASAP Rocky joints. And I believe the difference between these and the normal ones is they kind of have like this pull tab type of system to where it's like wires instead of strings. But nonetheless, we are going to throw those on because this flare and the narrow look of the shoe complements so well, bro. Like, oh my god, do you see how it's like it goes to a triangle and then back to a point? Oh, I don't know, bro. Like this just looks, this looks phenomenal. Now I do want to say that I added a belt with this, and then maybe like a bracelet and a necklace or something. Yeah, that looks much better, bro. Like, you see where the t-shirt hits right at the waist, so you can still see the belt. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, like, it's really a lot of other details that you can get when it comes to playing around with clothes that I feel like a lot of people just don't really realize. Like, some people are like, oh, look at his fit. I don't know why he looks so good, because he's only wearing a black t-shirt, black pants, and black shoes. But us that really know about fashion, it's really about the shapes. Like, you can't just get this shape of cut without knowing your sizes and proportions, you know what I'm saying? So let's move on, because the story gets juicier, right? So we're running around, we're trying to get a bunch of different clothes, right? So I ended up hitting one of the spots, the Ruby, and this is one of the most frequent used showrooms probably in LA. But basically they are this fashion library that carries a whole wide range of clothes for rent. Now, some showrooms you can rent clothes, and then some showrooms, they're kind of like PR. So they'll kind of give you them in hopes of getting their items on people. Now, the way that rental showrooms make their money is obviously from you renting the pieces. So you'll usually pay maybe like 10 to 20% of whatever that piece is worth in order to rent it for a couple of days. Now, when it comes to PR companies, they basically are getting paid by brands to carry their things in hopes of getting it on other people. You know what I'm saying? So everybody kind of wins in these situations. But for this next outfit, I have this shirt right here, which is by Enrage. And then I have this like vintage Harley Davidson like leather joint that I really like. Now, around the same time, I also had to go pick up a lot of the clothes that brands were giving to us. Like, we had like some pieces from Amiri, we had some Acne Studios things, we had some pieces by like Quip. Who else did we have? I did an entire studio showroom run, Discontinued. It was just a bunch of different places that we ended up picking up things from, and then we had to bring it back to the house and kind of style it and put outfit combinations together. That way, when we did the fitting, he would already be able to just come in and be like, oh, we like this combination that you guys put together, or I would like to put this with this. You know what I'm saying? Just makes the whole thing run smooth. To continue on with the outfit, I got these Shakaware pants right here, which are only $60, and they are the balloon denims, and they just fit really well, especially for a $60 pair of jeans, bro. Like, these are crazy. Now, for the feast, we throwing in the Timbs again. Then we got the Stolen Arts Jadon Grundy wallet chain combo, and then I got this hat that I just got from Amazon, which is literally just a Rolling Stone hat, but it's so hard, bro. It kind of looks like the Rolling Stone Chrome Hearts collab. You know what I'm saying? Just without the Chrome Hearts. Last but definitely not least, we added in this Jadon Grundy rosary right here. So, whole outfit is hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is one of the ones that reads the best in person. Like, y'all ever put an outfit on and it looks really good in person, but then when you go to take pics, it don't really hit the same? I feel like this is one of them outfits. It's like, in person, it go crazy. In the pics, it's gonna just be like, all right, you feel me? We're gonna move into the next outfit, but I want to say we did do a fitting, and the fitting went really well. He ended up picking this outfit. You know what I'm saying? So this is the outfit we're going with, and I'm going to show y'all what I ended up wearing for the day of the concert. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you already seen this outfit, and you already seen this undershirt, so I don't got to explain it. But basically, for the debut Hollywood bow styling outfit for the day, I ended up putting on my Martine Rose shrunken polo for the first time in public. So it always feels good to like wear a piece you just got for the first time out somewhere. So I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. But going into it, I want to mention that this was actually my first time at the Hollywood Bowl. So if y'all don't know about the Hollywood Bowl, it's basically like this super legendary venue that has been around for forever. Like, I think the Beatles played there or something. But for my first time going there to be a styling job was actually really insane, bro, because I got to see some of like the behind the scenes things that people would probably never see in their life. Like, I'm talking about, I'm on the stage, I'm backstage, I'm like seeing the dressing room, the fitting rooms, the production rooms. I'm seeing them set the venue up. Like, it honestly was really crazy. For the pants, I'm going with these Too Far Gone raw denim jeans. I feel like it just looks so fire with that red, bro. And I actually have on my Puma belt this time with my wallet chain combination. And the reason I'm wearing my Puma belt is because the Stolen Arts belt was actually being used. So we showed that to him as an option. We ended up going with it. So when you see the pictures and the content and everything, he actually does have on my Stolen Arts roller belt. Yeah, but that's the reason why I didn't put it with this outfit. But for the shoes, I'm going to go with these Lacoste boots, and I just felt like I needed a good boot to balance this outfit out. Now I could have went with a different combination for this, but I really like these ones, especially with the slimmer ankle in the pants. Actually, I think I had a cuff. These pants are really long, so they actually cuff really, really well. So, I believe that was it for the outfit. I might have had some jewelry on. And honestly, I think that was pretty much it for the outfit. When I'm doing jobs like this, I don't want to overdress because you don't want to look like the star while you're styling the star. You want to look like the stylist, not necessarily the star. Now, that's not a rule that you got to go by, but oftentimes I like to feel like that. Like, I want to be cool, comfortable, look nice, but also look like, oh, if you're scanning the room, who's the stylist? You want to be able to point at the person who's dressed the best, you know what I'm saying? So that is the outfit, and the show went phenomenal, bro. Now, for the remainder of that week, my brain was completely gassed, bro. So you're about to see a whole lot of like very simple but nice outfits, and this is definitely one of them. And I already have both the top and the bottom on. So I have this top layer right here, which is my Rick Owens long sleeve, and then I got these Geth pants. I think these are the Geth pants, right? Dang, I'm like blanking. I haven't looked at the tag in so long. But we got my wide leg trousers right here by Rick Owens, and then we have this shirt right here, which you guys might have seen me got a long time ago, but is this LA Reds shirt, which kind of is like, it looks like a t-shirt that maybe just got cut off at some point. My hair is like getting long enough to the point to where it's getting caught when I'm putting my shirts on, which is cool because like, shouts out to me for my hair growing longer, but yeah, it be hurting sometimes, bro. Anyway, this is it over. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but yeah, it's super simple. And then I ended up throwing on these Timbs, which I know you're kind of like, oh, black outfit, right? Maybe you should throw on some black boots, but nah. Nah, I think that these right here hit different, bro. And I think I bought these boots specifically because I know it's gonna go well with black outfits and add like that slight pop of color. But I really like these. And then if you want to spice it up, you can just throw on a chain. I gotta take y'all off because I know it's gonna get the clanking. And every time my chains clank on the mic, y'all be so annoyed with me, bro. Boom, now I have the chain on, and this literally looks like a completely well thought out outfit. Like, you can't even tell that my brain was burnt just because I added this layer and put a chain on, bro. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Now, I'm sure y'all also experienced this, but it got to a point in LA to where it got so hot that it didn't even feel right to wear normal clothes no more, bro. So I ended up going with this full mesh outfit that really looks well thought out and put together when you really swag it. But I want to start off with these MXDVS shorts that I got right here, which are just perfect, bro. If you wear all black, you need these type of staples in your wardrobe. Like, I don't know how active y'all are, but these shorts can be put on literally at any time, bro. Like, if you need to go for a quick run, if you like going on walks, if you like going to the beach or something, you know what I'm saying? Any activity that's active, but you still want to look cool and like aesthetic, come on, bro. Like, you really can't beat these. And to kind of complete that athletic vision, I had to throw in these shoes that I actually didn't even wear until I first wore this outfit, which is crazy because I low-key had them for like 2 years. Now, I know y'all probably like, bro, how do you have something for 2 years and not wear it? We getting a lot of stuff, and they ended up sending these to me, and I didn't quite have the perfect outfit at the time to go with these. So I kind of was like, you know what, I'll keep them because they're really cool and I'm sure they'll have good use. I'm throwing on these Naked Wolf shoes right here, and then for the tops, I have this Outlaw jersey right here, which is so fire, bro. And then it has like an Oakley O or like an Opium O, whatever type of O you want to imagine, it has that. This is also just like such a breathable jersey. Like, the same way I feel about the shorts is the way that I feel about this right here. Now, this is really nice by itself, but what we want to do is we want to look like we tried a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna add some jewelry, and I also want to change these earrings. Now, since we're trying to keep it dark aesthetic vibes, I did end up going with these signal earrings that I dropped a while ago. For the earrings, glasses are James Oro, and then we got this skull cap thingy majiggy again. I also put on a bracelet and some rings to make this look more like a going out outfit. Not going out, but like a casual day outfit instead of just an athletic looking outfit. You know what I'm saying? So it's still fit for real. And that's actually gonna be it because my camera is about to die. I did have like 3 or 4 more outfits, but I'm gonna have to just show y'all next time. So subscribe if you would like to see that. Also, again, these hats are now up for pre-order, and then once they're gone, I'm probably not gonna do another pre-order on these because they're very hard to do and make and all that. It's too much. So if you would like this, here's your chance. Other than that, I'll be back to y'all with more videos, man. Peace.